are back. We are back. Back in action. Captain, what to do, what to do, what to do. We are here's. Okay, welcome to Studio Maki, the loveliest community. Today we're continuing with Honey Money Bear. And we're just gonna try to finish this up as fast as we can today. So it's gonna be a very chill, relaxed stream, maybe a little bit chatty today, so this is what you should expect for the vibes today, and you still chose to basically choose violence. You still chose violence, I see. There we go. I was like, my thing is still choosing violence. It's like, why do you hate me? But we are continuing with Honey Money Bear and seeing where it leads. And there's so much. I just want to say this. There's so many things in the works right now that I'm working on that I can't really speak about. So once I get everything solidified, you guys will be able to hear about it. And I just can't wait. Can't wait for y'all to hear about it. So trying to get things in motion as of late and seeing where it takes us. So I'm just going to dive in today. Hopefully everybody has had a fantastic weekend. Wait, what? Oh, yes, please. Yeah. Fuck. I really want wings. Can I get a side of wings? Alright. Just no Parmesan. Okay. Love you. And Sprouts? Okay. Alright, cool. The foods has commenced. I get to get my lemon chicken. My craving in. God, it is so humid. I don't know. LA has been so humid lately. It is wild how humid it has been. It's been like 68% humidity, and I really don't like it. Granted, we're not like near swamp ass territory, but I feel like as September comes rolling about, it's going to get there. It is definitely going to get into that degree of... I really hate that feeling too. It's just like, ooh. Okay, I need to turn this down in my ears. This is way too distracting and loud, and I feel like I'm speaking over myself. Alright, so let's switch over. Let's actually switch over to the gaming view here. Do that did not even switch over for what? Art display? Yeah, main talk screen starting, opening. Give me a second, y'all. There we go. Just like, why didn't I switch over for YouTube? Alright, so we're here, and we're gonna use this view for today. Actually, you know what? I can create my little frame. There we go. I actually like my little frame. It's really cute. It's really cute and sets the tone and the vibe today. It's really cute and sets the tone and vibe. But yeah. Alright, everything is up and running and copacetic, and we got everything like balanced out here. So I'm a happish. I'm a happish right now. I'm really happy right now. Things are moving forward. Thank you, universe. Thank you. I am so grateful. I am so grateful and comfy and cozy, and I'm going to get foodsies, and yeah. The vibe is vibing. Here, let's move that there. The vibe is vibing. The vibe is vibing. So let's see where we can go with this. I was working on the hair. I think I still need to continue on some of the shadows and shading. So the shoes are going to be, I feel like, a different battle. I definitely feel like I need to add some texture and a little bit more darker yellows to give it that like classic Timberland look, you know. But that all requires shading and lightening, and I like the way that she's looking. I might change her eyes to yellow as well, just to give it that aesthetic, because it's just like this, the blackness is a little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie there. So I do want to ask you guys, for those who are watching on YouTube and like people who view my stuff, please feel free to like, share, and get this up and running and going, because your support means a lot. And thank you guys for those who have subscribed to my channel as of yet, from TikTok. I really freaking appreciate it. You guys have no idea. And I've been slowly growing more on TikTok. Granted, there are some things that are happening on TikTok that is going to be changing a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to find the balance between like my social media presence at this time, because they're always moving the goalposts, they're always moving something, and I'm just trying to just figure out that balance. So please like, subscribe, follow, turn on the notification, and hang out with us and like be in our vibe. In addition to that, I am going to be making more brushes, so if you guys have some brushes that you really like that I make, or things, certain brushes that stand out, I can guide you to the right brushes, or I can make some brushes for you guys as well. So please let me know what you guys would like to see. So things are going to be moving in a more cohesive manner soon. So be patient with me. Be patient. Let's see what we got here. So we have that. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with this. That is not the right color. Or is it? No, it's not. So that's add-on. So let's turn this off so we can get the right color. So make that 20. So let's see where this would lead us. Yeah. I'm wondering, so if the light is coming up, right? So I think this would be shaded as well. I think his fur will like start going up, you know, in the direction, in this direction. Also, I think this will cause some shadows too, now thinking about it. Not quite. Like, probably a little bit here. Some, like, little bit of, like, rounding shadows. I have a good friend who's really good at, like, creating that translucent light going through. And if you guys actually want to check out the interview on YouTube, I do have it in my playlist under Twitch interviews for some fellow artists that are good friends of mine, so please check that out as well. You will definitely like what you hear and see. It's been a while. I should bring that back up a little bit and like get updates on people, especially with everything that's happening right now within the industry. I feel like everybody's just trying to find their way, and definitely dealing with the reality of, you know, AI usage and how can we come together as an art community and stuff like that in these hard times for a lot of artists who are struggling to find work, to get a little bit more seen and recognition for the work that they do. So I'm thinking about it. I'm sitting on it. If you guys like that idea, please comment below or comment in chat of something you want to see, of doing more interviews with other fellow artists. So that would be quite helpful. Quite helpful indeed. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see. I think this needs to be rounded out a little bit over here. This needs to be fixed. This needs to be a little bit more tight on the shadows. I literally thought today would be a good day to put like on oils and lotion, and now I regret it. I feel so like I look good, but I don't feel that great. Everything feels all muggy. Everything feels all muggy. Maybe it will cool down a little bit later. Definitely cool down a little bit later, I think. The mugginess is real. Okay, maybe just get rid of that. I wonder if that would make sense of having a little bit like a shadow here. I think it would, right? Because that needs to be exposed. Because I think this is all wrong. Just a little bit. I'm really happy that things are moving along today and like functioning correctly. Had to have Crawler help me out to figure out like what is up with my settings, like because apparently OBS created a lot of new updates and it had fucked up all my settings. It's fucked up all my settings, which I did not like. But it is what it is, and we're here. So we're here relaxing, chilling, vibing. So if you have any art projects, please let me know. You know what? I actually might mostly make a left-handed stream at some point because I've been trying to dabble back into learning how to like write with my left hand as well as draw with my left hand. I posted some stuff on my Discord to see and show like a little bit of my left-handed skills, but growing up and realizing later that you are forced to be right-handed is quite disappointing, because being left-handed actually activates the right side of the brain versus the left side of the brain, and allows you to tap into different skills and different understandings of seeing the world a little bit differently. It also explains why I don't really function the way other people do. I don't see the world the way that other people do. I think that would be fine. I'm trying to figure out a balance here. I saw this interesting ad on TikTok and how like they are trying to advertise to like small talent agencies and businesses to start using TikTok Live as a marketing strategy, and like hiring talent and stuff. And I was like, man, this is weird, man. Now you're basically getting all these people to orchestrate a form of influence that's possibly not suitable, but like not in the great direction, the best direction for our society in a way, you know. I find it quite odd. I find it very, very much quite odd. But people are going to try to make money as the best way that they can, I guess. Okay, let's see what I need to do there. Alright, I think that's decent. I think that's decent. I'm trying to figure out what this lo-fi music reminds me of, besides just lo-fi. It's very beachy. I think that's what it is. I think it's like a very beachy vibe, which I like because it's a very Cali vibe. It's a very California vibe. Just trying to create some little bit of lights in here. Can we not do it? It's so interesting when you're like in the zone versus when you're not when it comes to art. You look at some of your artwork, it's just like, or you I don't know, I just been feeling like these past few weeks I have not been wanting to be next to my computer. I want to be more outside. I really want to like summer. Like I was having this conversation with Crawler, like I really want to like summer, but it just gets too hot. It's like I want to just like it, and it just gets so muggy, and the things you think you want to do, you don't really want to do. And you just find yourself sort of just sitting in the shade, not in the sun much, and like the little sun that you do get is like early in the morning, but then by the time it hits like 10 o'clock, for some places by like it hits like 7 or 8 o'clock, your skin is already burning, and it's just like, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore. When it's summer over, when it's fall. Like fall is my favorite season, and I really can't wait for fall. So now I can like wear all my cozy clothes and like sweaters. I love that shit. Fall is such a good in between because you get that, you still get a little bit of heat, but then you get that nice sun, that soft sun with a cool breeze and stuff, and the smell of fall is so nice. It's just really, really nice. The leaves are falling, things are slowing down, things are not as busy, and then all the spooky shit comes out. Like all the spooky, scary shit comes out, and I freaking love it. It's just, it's such a vibe. It's such a vibe. Like, I would like spring better if we didn't have a lot of allergy problems. Spring would be such a better vibe if it wasn't for the massive amount of pollen in the air. I like that. That's a little bit better. Definitely need to make it darker, though. Definitely needs to be darker. Maybe... Nope. I don't want it brighter. Might have to like cut this out and then go over it again. But we'll get there when we get there. We will get there when we get there. There we go. That's nice. And that's a nice. I like that a lot better. I don't know what to do with this tree stump though. The tree stump is gonna, all this detail is gonna be sort of a lot. And did I turn that off? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Because I was like, where's my coins? I might have to redraw all the coins, but we shall see where that leads us. Because he's honey money bear. And we also have the bees here that we need to color and paint. Because I definitely want the bees to surround her. I might change this up a little bit, to be honest. Make this probably a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit maybe catacord it, like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I might redo that. I might redo it. So let's see something. Give me a second. Oh, wow. Didn't expect that one to grow that quickly. That's interesting. Definitely seeing the difference between Instagram and TikTok right now. TikTok always seems to like punish you for not posting consistently. Like, look, I'm not gonna be a slave to your system. But I guess. All right. Let's see. Let's delete this. Oh, that's weird. Oh, wow. Okay, that happened. That was a lot. I am so sorry for my Discord. I feel bad for my sisters. Like, why are we getting all these notifications, Maki? It's like, because shit is already connected to Discord. That's why. I'm so sorry. So sorry that y'all have to deal with this, like, shitty ass mess of me. I will get it together. It will be fixed. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. I was like, what? Cool. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. It's nice and chill. Just make sure everything is working correctly. Cool. Alright, so let's save. Let's save. So let's go back down to the shoe. Let's fix this section up and then we can move on to additional details. Like some things I still need to fix here. Like all this stuff is so out of place and chopper. It's a chopper. It's a chopper, it's a chopper. It's a chopper. Something that I have realized these past few days, things have been so emotionally heavy in the world in general, and trying to do my best not to let it get to me, trying to take more breaks, take care of my health, journal more, talk to friends, connect with them, because things are so emotionally heavy, politically heavy, mentally heavy, and been like really diving back into like a lot of self-care and a lot of self-soothing, because it's just so much stuff going on every day, and I think a lot of people tend to forget to take care of themselves first, because you can't fill from an empty cup. You just can't. It's really hard, because all you're gonna do is just give somebody else like not all of you, not the, at least not the best versions of yourself, you know. So learning how to take a step back and reevaluate how you're showing up, not only for others but for yourself, is very key at this time, I think. So I'm learning how to just take everything step by step, and encouraging others to take things step by step. Because living in this world is not easy. It's really not that easy. Especially if you didn't grow up with the proper support that you needed. Like, I've been seeing a lot of posts, like, people talking about the difference between nurture and, like, basic needs. Like, people can like provide for you, people can give you the resources that you need to function and survive, but if you're not getting the proper care and nourishment that your heart and your soul needs, nothing else is going to actually matter. You won't have the tools to teach yourself how to like self-soothe, self-love, let alone fill up your cup and also fill up others. If you don't have those tools or don't choose to even learn those tools, you're always going to be in like this deficit for the rest of your life. And that's a hard place to be. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are feeling this way right now. You gotta build up your honey pot. Gotta build up your honey pot. I'm trying to figure out what type of way I'm gonna direct the light in this. At this point, I really don't care. My brain is just like, alright, let's just keep moving. Keep it moving. It feels right. It feels right. Like the power of self-love, it's such a undervalued thing, because a lot of people just want control over people who do have self-love for themselves or learn it because they don't know how to obtain it. But it takes time to obtain it. It takes a lot of acceptance and accountability to obtain it. Gotta face that dark side. Gotta face these the painful wounds. And people think like, oh, I faced them, you know, I faced them once, I should be healed, right? No, healing's an ongoing journey. Just like art is an ongoing journey, because if you stop doing it, you will lose the skill. You might have, like, you know, some basics, but doing something to get better at and to be a master at, you gotta keep doing it. And learning how to love yourself every day is a skill. It's not something that you're just born with. It's literally a skill. Some people are willing to take the sacrifice to learn those skills, and some people aren't, and it's okay. Just at the exact same time, don't expect people to give to you if you're not willing to give back, you know? Going through this world alone is really hard, especially if you don't have the proper support or care or guidance. It can be very, very challenging. It's very lonely, very challenging, exhausting. But sometimes we do need to go through journeys alone to grow, to heal, to reflect, to take accountability. And I feel like art is such a great way to express oneself. Doesn't matter what kind of way, to be honest. I don't know, like, art is such a suggestive thing that can be very supportive and helpful in so many different ways, but also shows like where your subconscious is at too. It really shows where your subconscious is at and like what your heart really wants to say and what it needs to express. Okay, what? Oh, I was like, dude, what the fuck? What the frick? What the frick? Okay, now remember now I know where this music reminds me of. It reminds me of instrumental music back in the 90s. This is what this stuff reminds me of. Instrumental music in the 90s. Like I remember it reminds me of the times that I did have like decent moments with my mom where we would just drive around LA, where you just can cruise around LA with a lot, not with a lot of traffic, and just listen to fucking music. Just chilling and vibing, just listening to music and just rolling around town. Like, I don't know, something about that is just so nice. Just cruising, listen to jazz or some classics, and just vibing. This is what it reminds me of. Like, I don't know. Oh shit, this is, oh, okay. I got more work to do than I expected. It's okay. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, all this is like all janky. Jankies. Jinkies. It's like the lighting's all off. The food's here. Yay. Yay. Nami noms. The nami noms. Okay, let's see. Maybe this needs to just be like that. Like that. That's a lot better. That's improvement. That is improvement. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's clean up some of these lines. I definitely need to color the lines too. Now realizing it. The lines need to be colored. Yay, thank you. Protein. Can I get some ketchup?
Yeah, of course.
Just
Just give me a
please.
second.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, look at this deliciousness. If you see this dark stuff, it's like sprouts. It's so good. So good. So good. So good. Did they still add Parmesan on it? God damn it, they did. Oh well. I think they still add Parmesan on it.
Could they be?
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
I did choose no.
No Parmesan.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Here. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, babe.
This is a spot. This hits the spot. What a chill day. Alright, so I think it's time to figure out what the hell we're gonna do with all this, and I might just create a different layer. Just delete all of this and create a different layer. Because this is really not needed. I might have to go over some things a little bit here and there, but it is okay. Because all this just needs to go. Because there's no point. Because I'm going to have to do all this stuff manually anyways, so... At least it gives me an idea where all the light is. Because, like, having an idea of where the direction of your light is very, very important to make sure that things feel like it's part of the environment. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Alright. Hmm. Hmm. What's this?
It's tea.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good.
That is delicious. That is good. It's like this homemade, house-made brew. Bottled hibiscus strawberry tea. That's tasty. That is delicioso. Hmm. Cleaning up the things that are not needed. And definitely need to go back and fix some of the line work with the blue jeans because some of the color is like bleeding through. So there's a little bit of cleanup here and there, but not too bad. That is nice. That is nice. Definitely might need to go over shoelaces once I add color to the shoelaces, but this is good. This is decent. This is nice. Yeah, come on. There we go. Trying to cut your chicken with a fork. Cut your food with a fork. Let's see. So I can just have it just be easier to eat with my left hand since I'm using my right hand to do stuff. Come on. Like her hands are so tiny. Tiny hands. Here it is. Good times. I wonder, will it just be something like this? Like, Hiccups. Food hiccups are wild. Sorry, guys. It's like I'm trying to take my time. It's like the more I've eaten, the more hiccups I've gotten. I've tried to like slow down my eating so I don't like just harf it down, but apparently I just need to eat slower. I wonder, no. Nope, that doesn't change a thing. It was a good shot. Trying to figure out how this lighting is gonna work with this. Okay. Alright, so because if I can get just an idea and the premise of like where the lighting should be hitting, we can at least work from there and work our way around. Just trying to get an idea of concept. Because I added a lot of detail into this. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in to Studio Maki. Today we are chilling, working on Honey Money Bear. Vibing, chilling, trying to get our lighting and shading down. Eating some delicious food and drinking a delicious drink. Enjoying the summer vibes. If you like the vibes, like and subscribe. Turn on the notifications. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Actually, no, I don't think this will be a light source back here. Not as prominent as I think it is. What happened to my brush? There we go. It's like you give me a round tip, which is okay in some cases, but not this one. Like, see, like it's, oh, fuck. Let me see something. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let's open that back up. Okay. That's better. Yeah, it's better. Sometimes Clip Studio Paint acts weird. Like, it sort of flips out on you a little bit. Okie dokie. A lot of shading and lighting, basically. A lot of shading and lighting. So let's do that. I'm debating if I should add additional streaks to it now, thinking about it. To give it more texture feel, like something like this. To add it, give it, yeah, let's do that. This will give it a little bit more depth. Yeah, that stands out a lot. That gives it a little bit of oomph. Gives a little bit of oomph. Give me that good stuff. Show me what you got. I've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty lately. Trying to catch up with all the seasons. Like, it's so weird where one's mental health can be, because back in like season 2 era, I could not handle Rick and Morty. It was too triggering. It was way too triggering. I was like, dude, I don't know what this is. And it's still triggering in some cases. Like, what the fuck? But I'm able to handle it better. But Rick and Morty, like, that whole animation is just the most toxic, most abusive relationship ever. Like, nobody is good. Nobody's good in that animation. If you try to choose a side and who's better, no one's better. Everyone's a piece of crap. Like, it shows you what not to be it literally shows you what not to be. But apparently, over the years, people thought that this was like the way, and it's just like you don't get the psychology of this whole animation whatsoever. Everybody's a piece of crap. I think the only character that I like as of so far, since I'm on season, I think we just got on season 3, is Unity. Is the alien who's able to like transfer herself into multiple different beings. I think she's the only one that I actually like. But then again, she also has her issues and like problems and what she wants to do, and that's even questionable. So it's like nobody wins. Oh, okay. That was nice. I put my thumb in my ketchup. Gotta watch where my fingers are. Nope, that's not what I wanted. And I did it again. Alright, it's just time to move this to the side. Putting my finger in the ketchup. Putting my finger in the ketchup. That's nice. Something I am realizing, like, it's not... Maybe I need to change the color on this. Just to give him a little bit more, like, warmth. He's looking quite cold. There we go. That's nice. That's like a nice... nice. What the fuck was that? Nice. Nice. This such a nice. The hell was that? Such a nice wife. Jesus. Sometimes when your mouth doesn't work, god damn it. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm putting this food away. Basic character building. How do we create a character? Well, sometimes we get to stick our hands into the reference jar to pull out some ideas. We can start anywhere, but for right now, let's start with height. Your character can be tall or short as you want them to be. Next is shape. What kind of shape do you want your character to have? There are a lot of shapes to choose from, and each one can convey a different feeling. Then there is age. How old do you want your character to be or feel? It is up to you. Have fun with your characters, and I'll see you in part 2.
Is anyone there?
Hello! Oh my! I want to die.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I can't see him! Fuck! Oh shit, I'm dead. I get so close. I get so close and yet so far. It glitched out! I'm taking this. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. Shit, he's bad. He is big bad. He is big bad. I'm so sorry. What's that, Ryan? Finally! I beat him! Oh. I beat him! I fucking beat him! What's up, Ryan? How's it going? How's it going? No, I'm fine. I was nice. That was nice. No, I'm good. I'm good. I just basically kept putting my finger in my ketchup. What is going on here?
I did not.
Give me a second.
But look at my gun. Like,
Why are you not changing? Give me a second, y'all. Why is this not switching back over?
oh, that's great. That's
Oh,
fantastic.
Jesus Christ.
I am pure appreciation. I guess it's a unicorn. I'm a unicorn.
Can y'all hear that?
What,
Like my
that's a
Be Right
sheep?
Back screen? Let's see if I can do that. Okay, there we go. I think. No.
Okay, what the? Oh god.
Okay.
Y'all saw that, right?
What is happening?
Y'all saw
Okay, I
that.
swear to God.
Y'all
Super cute. It looks super cute, but it's hard as
What?
fuck.
Okay, hold on.
Oh god.
Okay, I have to stop. Oh, fuck.
Why would you?
All right, we're back. I was doing just fine. Just doing just fine until we went on a break, and now just things are back up and running, I think. I hope. Okay, cool. We're back. We're back. That was a very short-lived thing. Thank goodness. Okay, this is playing. Now my music's playing. Like, we're back. I'm doing fine. Besides that, I'm doing a-okay. Actually, I'm pretty chill. I'm actually really cozy today. I'm like, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's such a nice, cozy summer vibe today. It's like cozy. It's humid and hot, but it's cozy. But also, I had to step away because I kept putting my finger into my food, into the ketchup. Having ketchup fingers while doing art is not great. Can you hear me, by the way? Are we here? Are we back? Are we functional? But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I feel like whatever the energies that have been commencing over the past couple of days have died down. Yeah. How about yourself? How are you doing? How's it going on your side of the world? Okay, did I just lose people? Did I just lose? Whatever. I'm not gonna even sweat it. Alright, we're fine. I'm not gonna even sweat it. Tis what it is. Alright, we're back. So, we're just doing some lighting and shading and some lighting. Alright. There we go. But overall, I'm feeling great. It's a nice chill day today. Got me some of my favorite delicious noms, and we're chilling. Nothing too chaotic, nothing too strange, and not for a little piece of change. So we are good. We are copacetic. Alright, so everything's running great. Everything is running right. Good. Happy. Solid. Alright, sometimes we have tech issues, sometimes we have to shut down and start over, and it happens. I gotta figure out why my stuff does that, because I've been noticing that for quite a while, where it would like switch off and then it would just get stuck on my Be Right Back screen sound, Even though the screen has switched off to something else. Like, I don't know what is going on. I feel like this definitely needs to be a little bit darker here. Like there needs to be like a more prominent line through here, just to give it a little bit more depth of field feeling, like some more shadows. It's like, give me all those shadows. Give me those shadows. Yo, guess what? I can't wait to see Demon Slayer in theaters. I'm gonna see that shit in theaters soon, man. I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. Let's hope everything still pans out the way that it needs to pans out, you know? Like, cause Crunchyroll has been like playing a lot of the episodes from Demon Slayer for free on YouTube, which I find really fucking cool. Like, Crunchyroll is the shit. Like, they're really doing a damn thing. They are really doing a damn thing. I'm just like, alright, respect Crunchyroll. Respect. But I think Demon Slayer is such one of their top tier animes that it's easy to sort of like push it out so heavily versus to other animes. I wonder if they did that same thing with One Piece, now thinking about it. And I heard from one of my closest friends that like reads a lot of manga. He told me like they're planning to like redraw the first couple of seasons of One Piece because the artwork was really trash, and I can't get past the artwork, man. I want to get into One Piece, but I can't get past the artwork. The artwork is it's fucking garbage. I can't get past it. I've tried numerous of times and I just can't get past it. It's just like I can't. Call me a little art snob, I don't fucking care, but apparently like the new seasons, like the recent modern seasons, whatever, are really good from what I've heard. But you can't, I can't just suck it up and just read the manga. But like, I don't have time. I can make time though. I can definitely make time. Why does it keep saying The Sims 4? I'm not playing The Sims. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. This is so irritating. I gotta do something with, I gotta do something with this. I gotta sort of figure out how to fix this mess to some degree. Are y'all just not getting the notification that I'm live? I don't want to deal with that right now. That's gonna be a whole realm of mess if I try to do that. I think today's just a quiet day. Today is just a quiet day. Hope everybody's okay. Oh, hi. Welcome back. Welcome back, Fran. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hellos. To answer your question, I'm doing good. Sorry for the tech issues. Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, girl. Slay. Yes, bitch. Slay. No, I'm doing good. I went on a tiny little break because I kept putting my fingers in my ketchup while I was eating and doing art. Then I came back and realized for some reason the setup on YouTube, my new canvas whatever screen, it doesn't switch back to like the screen that I'm using for some reason, and I don't know why. I've been dealing with the tech issues with OBS for the past like a week, and it's just tech issues, you know. Lucky the bullshit slayer. Dude, I don't take no shit. I don't take no shit. I try. Like, I feel like in that regard, I try to have patience with people. But then, like I said before, like I shared with this before, people take your kindness for weakness, or they underestimate, like, because they think that you're nice and soft, people underestimate, like, how strong you go on shit. And then, like, I don't know, I've told people numerous of times, if you fuck with me, that is going to be your choice, but just understand the consequences. And you try to be gentle about it, because the last thing you want to do would be like, fuck me over, you're going to regret it. I said that to one person when I was in high school, because I literally looked in his face and I was like, by you not being with me, you're going to regret it. Literally dead in his eyes. And then he ended up regretting it, but then like we end up hooking up back up again. This is why I don't do second chances. Hooking up back up again, then I regretted it. I regretted it. Like, so I don't do second chances. Like once you put the initiative and put the work in over and over again, it's just like, all right, I see you showed me who you are. Deuces. You showed me who you are. Why would I repeat the cycle again? Why would I take myself through it? You know, so it's just like, and I try to warn people that I don't take bullshit, even though I'm kind and I might tolerate some shit here and there, because it's like, if you expect patience from people, if you expect patience from people, you give patience, you know, you give tolerance, but there's a line. There's a line. But when it comes to tech issues, you constantly have to have patience because there's always something broken. It's like abusive relationship that you just gotta tolerate. Like, technology is like a 5-year-old child. You just gotta be patient. Technology is a bit different. Social media, I don't know what the fuck is up with social media anymore. Every time you look up, it's always moving the goalposts. Like, I'm not sure if you heard what's going on with TikTok, but they updated their guidelines for September. And it's bad. It's so bad to the point where people are just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do on here? You can't talk about political stuff. You can't talk about certain things sensual. You can't talk about supporting another person who's been banned. Like, I'm like, what? Nani? Like, there's so many things. Yeah, it's bad. Like, people are talking about it and it's horrid. Like, how bad, let me see if I can find a video that I saved. Hold on. It's pretty rough. Let's see. Prefer favorites. Where are you? Did I save it? No, I probably liked it. God, I like too many damn videos sometimes. Damn, did I not like it? The fuck? Oh, I didn't like it. Oh, here it is. There it is. Here it is. So here. So this is what's happening.
Holy shit, it's a lot. I fed it through AI, and these are just some of the top ones, okay? You can't be critical of political figures. Oh well, I guess like that's half a TikTok is just gone. In matters of social unrest or crisis, they can just change the rules, shut it down completely, whatever they decide to do. There's a ban on dangerous stunts, so no more Nicki Minaj challenges.
All right, that one I don't mind. Like I don't mind. I really don't like dangerous stunts. Like all like the what was that back then? The Gen Z did that the fucking dish tripods shit challenge and like all these weird challenges. I fucking hated them. This one's another one. Like a woman actually broke her neck trying to do this challenge. The crate challenge. Yeah, the crate challenge. See that I agree with. With the challenges, I definitely agree with. But the other shit that she's about to share, I don't fucking agree with. Like, why? Like, why are you doing this? Yeah, she was 5 weeks post pregnancy. Yeah, that was a dumb move. Why? Common sense, man. Common sense. Some people have it, some people don't, and some people just choose just to be stupid. Like,
With the high heels. You're not allowed to say sexy on your live feeds. You're also not allowed
on your
to
live
say any
feeds.
brand names. You can't use AI to edit something or make it more realistic.
Sorry, Gene.
You can't do anything funny with your pet. If it's staged, they can say, no, that's a violation. You're not allowed to mention other platforms. Anything misleading, even if it's a joke. Can't tell jokes anymore. Because somebody might be confused. Can't have anything to do with being too skinny. No more skinny talk. The prevention of harm, if they deem it that it could hurt somebody financially or emotionally, that rule is very vague and subject to just whatever they feel like saying. They can pull your video from the FYP page without deleting it, just calling it ineligible. They can decide if your video is not suitable for under 18. I've had that happen to me a couple times too, but there will be no trying to dispute it. They can change the rules on the fly depending on where you're viewing from, like your geographic location.
Which is weird.
You are not allowed to criticize religion. So any of you that do atheist content, it's a violation. Political groups could be blacklisted. A lot of the violations that they're doing has could be. So it's subject to interpretation, their interpretation. Showing flags or logos in any kind of speech or using objects.
Yeah.
Like, you know how some people hold up the papers and stuff? That won't be allowed anymore. If they decide your video helps a banned group, whoever they choose to ban, if they decide that you're helping them, that's a violation. If someone picks a fight with you and you do a clapback, that's a violation.
So you can't defend yourself.
Done things on a different platform, that's a violation on TikTok now.
That part don't make
They
sense.
reserve the right to limit who can search your videos depending on if they like the content or not. If you win an appeal now, it doesn't mean that you're going to get back on the For You page. That doesn't matter anymore. You can win, but they still reserve the right to not show your video on the FYP. If you post a link, that can get your account banned completely.
She basically took all like the guidelines. So let's look over the guidelines real quick. If you guys are down to look over the guidelines of TikTok. You guys want to look over the new community guidelines? I use links all the time on TikTok. Yeah, this is weird. It's just like a lot of weird shit, man. All right, so this is it. Dude, this is a lot. First of all, this is wow. Okay. So community principles. Here's the 8 principles. Prevent harm. Keeping TikTok safe and full fun is our top priority. So they want to keep it fun. So they don't want to keep it serious. So I feel like the whole thing with TikTok right now is the fact that it's been a way to stay having fun and exciting or whatever. So it's like it might be physical, emotional, or even financial to harm. Wait, hold on. Keeping TikTok safe and fun is our top priority. Harm can look different. It might be physical, emotional, or even financial. To strike the right balance with free expression, we restrict content only when necessary and is in a way that seeks to minimize the impact of speech. I don't know about that, but I get it. Like some of this stuff is so nuanced. It's so nuanced that anybody can be a target and it can be used against them in the wrong way. This is not what the lady... I use links all the time on TikTok. This is not what the lady was saying. What do you mean? Support free expression. TikTok thrives on creativity. We honor this principle by providing the opportunity to share freely our platform while also proactively... She literally... First of all, she did say that the fact that she basically copied everything and put it into AI to get like the key premises of what it's saying for it to translate. That's what she did. That's what she stated in the beginning of the video. She used AI. Yeah. She copied all of this and put it into AI. A lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so let's look over this for a minute. If you guys are down, down, give me a thumbs up. Like if we're down to go through this together. So, because I haven't fully looked over it quite yet. Foot thumb up. Let's go. He's like, let's go. I wish I could show my feet on here, but I can't show my feet on Twitch. That is actually a really regulation. You can't show your feet on Twitch. You know how wild that shit is? I'm just waiting for these drastic things. I feel like AI doesn't like TikTok. But they use AI as for the algorithm. This is the irony about it. It's like, this is the pure irony of it. Alright, support free expression. TikTok thrives on creativity. We honor this principle by providing an opportunity to share freely on our platform while also proactively addressing behavior that can inhibit the speech of others. However, free expression isn't an absolute right. It's always considered to proportion to the potential harm and can result in your content being removed or not recommended in FY, the For You page. Encouraging FY. So what does this mean? So it's supposed to be the For You FYF? You mean FYP? I think the P is cut off for some reason. Or not? FY? No, FYF. Yeah, For You fandom? I don't know what the other F means. I feel like AI doesn't like TikTok. The new UK rules makes a lot of social media internet have to have this rule around self-harm, right? And adult content, right? Encouraging kindness and respect. We aim to foster a space where people that treat each other with empathy and dignity. Our approach is designed to help prevent content that demeans or dehumanize others, making TikTok a safe and more welcoming space for everyone. I think this is where she was getting where like you can't say jokes anymore. In adult content, when Wikipedia got attacked for this by the UK lawmakers. Oh my god. Respect local cultures. People use TikTok in over 150 countries. We work with local experts to make sure that our globe approach considers the way harms are experienced across regions and that we allow for regional application of our guidelines while upholding human rights stands. So I think this is where she was saying like your stuff will be limited. This is where she got that breakdown. Your stuff would be limited because of like 150 other countries are on the app. So like they don't want to promote something that can be consider harmful in a different country. Which basically goes back to your statement about like how the UK lawmakers are stepping in with a lot of shit. Champion inclusion. What is champion inclusion? What the fuck does this mean? We celebrate the celebrate the diverse culture and experience that make up our TikTok community. We also recognize that some communities have historically faced barriers. Communities have historically faced barriers to participation and expression, and we're committed to reduce disproportionate harm. See, this here sort of like gives me like the backhanded excuse for people of color to be abused. Like, even though they sit in here and say like, oh, diverse cultures, are they going to respect diverse cultures or not? Because Black TikTok has been under scrutiny for years. Like, what the fuck? Like, in the UK law, even mentioning food disorders requires trigger warnings and block. Are you serious? For real? Protect privacy. We are committed to protecting the privacy of our community and anyone shown or discussed on platforms. We strive to ensure that content doesn't expose anyone's personal information or invades their intimate privacy. Okay, I respect that. Let's see if that actually works. Like, if you under 18, interesting. You can't read that content. Wait, you can't read that content. So they ask places like Wikipedia to help accounts and track people. Really? Oh, that's weird. That's concerning. The rules. That's weird. So you're sitting here having a site to monitor people? That is why also a lot of places are updating their pipelines. Jesus. Be transparent and consistent. So, whoa. Be transparent and consistent. We want everyone to know what our rules and standards are and how we apply them. We seek to provide clear notice of our policy and practices, to apply them consistently, and to share our enforcement efforts at our Transparency Center. Act fairly. Evaluating millions of pieces of content each day is a complex effort, but we have committed to being impartial, clear, and providing opinions to appeal. I don't know about that, because when you sit here and got people sitting here like trying to defend themselves and stuff like that, like I don't know. I think this is going with the whole clapback thing. Go to the section, the new offenses that the act has introduced. Okay. Where is that? God, this thing is bright. Go to the section new offenses that the act has introduced. Okay. So this is what? The Government Publication Act. This is the UK government. So new offenses that the act has introduced. A new offense. Okay. The criminal offense introduced by the act came into effect on January 31st, 2024. These offenses cover encouraging or assisting serious self-harm, cyber flashing. What the fuck is cyber flashing? What is this? Cyber flashing? What does this mean? Cyberflashing involves sending obscene pictures to strangers online, often done through Bluetooth or AirDrop transfers between devices. The first mainstream coinage of the term occurred August. Female commuter was airdropped 2 pictures. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's weird. Maybe turn off your like maybe turn off your fucking your Bluetooth? Like, turn off your fucking settings. Like what the fuck? You know how, like, you go in certain places and people just have their AirDrop all open? Like, turn this shit off. Like, I'm sorry. That's victim blaming, I assume. That's okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. See, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. After you're done, these blue bullet points read the content that the act tackles. Oh wait, on this? On this or TikTok? Then you will see why TikTok had to change their rules. Oh, on this one. Okay. Okay, so the one right under it. All right. Sending false information intended to cause non-trivial harm. Sending false information intended to cause non-trivial harm, threatening communication, intimate images, abuse. Okay, I do agree with this because dudes be on some wild shit. And like, you know, if you be in a relationship with someone and then they just start sharing your fucking like shit that you send them to everybody else and like trying to like demonize you. Yeah, I don't mind that. Wait, epilepsy trolling? People are fucking making fun of people who have epilepsy? The new offense apply directly to the individual sending them, and convictions have already been made under the cyber flashing and threatening communication offense. Okay. Illegal content. The act requires all companies to take robust actions against illegal content and activities. Platforms are now required to implement measures to reduce the risk that their services are used for illegal offending. They also need to put in place systems for removing illegal content when it does appear. Search services also have new duties to take steps to reduce the risk users encounter illegal content via their services. That was me. I do that no more. I learned my lesson. Wait, what? You used to make fun of people with epilepsy? Gene. Did you know I have epilepsy? I have like junior epilepsy. like it's called juvenile epilepsy, actually. You're kidding? Don't even joke. Like, see? No joking. I'm just, under the law, this is offensible. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. See, no joking. It's not allowed. You're not allowed to joke. It's against the rules. It's against the rules. I'm joking. Look at the... Okay, I'm looking. Give me a second. The act sets out a list of priority offenses. These reflect the most serious and prevent illegal content. Platforms must also remove any other illegal content where there is an individual victim, actual or intended, which is this is serious right here. This is actually really actual or intended, because if it's intended, oh my god, where it flagged to them by users, where they become aware of it through any other means. Okay, so child sexual abuse. Yep. Okay, so this is the part where I'm sort of getting confused, because we should be able to talk about these things in an educational sense and be able to put have a setting where you can put trigger warning, or like if you like how Instagram used to say like trigger warning, they would like blank it out and it's your choice if you want to see it or not, but also like age appropriate. I'm not in the UK. Everything is against the rules. If you take too long to sign in, violation. Controlling or coercive behavior. That's valid. Extreme sexual violence. See, me trying to control you not to tell you how to joke, that's also coercion and like controlling right there. That's against the rule. So are we supposed to just sit back and just not do anything? I'm just asking questions. I'm just being the little devil's advocate right now. Extreme sexual violence. Okay, that makes sense. Extreme pornography. Okay. Fraud. Okay. Racially or religiously aggravated public or order offenses. See, this concerns me, because we all know what racism is, but I feel like, like our white counterparts don't. Like, I feel like it's been getting better, especially in the US. It's been getting a lot better. It's been nice to see, you know, our white brothers and sisters be punching out people with, you know, and standing up for us. But I feel like that's gonna backfire somehow. Like this here has always backfired. I love your coercion. You can continue coercing me. Ooh. Coercion. Illegal immigration and illegal immigration, people smuggling, promoting, or facilitating suicide. Promoting and facilitating suicide. Like, do you mean that we can't talk about suicide awareness? Can we not, like, talk about that? Like, having okay. These things need, like, subtext. Like, I feel like a lot of these things need subtext. Intimate image abuse. Okay. That goes back up to what? Goes back to, intimate image abuse, which is the exact same thing that never mind, it's the same thing. Selling illegal drugs or weapons, okay, that's valid. Sexual exploitation, okay, and terrorism. Got it. Okay. And then when you read the harmful to children list, you will see, okay. Oh, okay. Protecting children is at the heart of the Online Safety Act. Although some content is not illegal, it can be harmful or age inappropriate for children, and platforms need to protect children from it. Okay, that's fair. But it's like, at what limit? You know, like, okay, this is, for me, this is convoluted because a lot of people raise their children through the internet. And, like, if they're not putting, like putting things into regulation and also, like, age limitations, it's on the parents' responsibility, but also the platform's responsibility. But the fact that they're asking people's IDs, though, like, that's... Why am I... This ear is ringing. Like, the fact that they're asking people's IDs is very concerning, because dealing with everything that's happening within our government and, like, our protective of privacy and our cyber protection has been literally eradicated. And this is why people are having a really big issue with this rule. Even though they state it's content that is supposed to be harmful for children, why didn't they never put this shit in action years ago? Versus now, when a lot of us, especially in the US, we don't have the protection that we used to have. And you got sitting here, got, like, sites getting fucking hacked and people's IDs are being exposed, and then, like, they're getting stalked, or, like, you know, like, what it's a lot. Notice that stunts and challenges is directly named. Okay. I'm just putting that into the space of, like, the argument. But companies with websites in scope of the act that are likely to be assisted by children need to take steps to protect children from harmful content and behavior. The categories of harmful content that platforms need to protect children from encouraging the set out in the act. Children must be prevented from accessing primary priority content and should be given age-appropriate access to proprietary content. The types of content which fall into these categories are set out below. Pornography, that is valid. Content that encourages, promotes, or provides instructions for either self-harm, eating disorders, or suicide. Priority content, bullying, abusive, or hateful content. Content which depicts or encourages serious violence or injury. Content which encourages dangerous stunts and challenges. And content which encourages the ingestion, inhalation, or exposure to harmful substances. Alright, that one I can agree with. Like, some of these challenges be like, I think the worst challenge that has come around is kids jumping on fucking moving trains. I think that has been the worst fucking challenge. That has literally a lot of kids. a lot of teenagers and adolescents in the past couple years. That has really done some damage. Age appropriate experiences for children online. The act requires social media companies to enforce their age limit consistently and protect their children usage. Services must assist any risk to children from using their platform and set appropriate age restrictions, assuring that child users have age appropriate experiences and are shielded from harmful content. Services providers who use measures to prevent access to these services for children under the certain age must specify in their terms of services what measures are being used to enforce this age limit and enforce this consistently. Adults will have more control over the content they see. Okay. Large users to use services known as Category 1 services will be required to offer adult user tools which, if they choose to use, will give them greater control over the kinds of content they see and who they engage with online. Adult users of such services will be able to verify the identity and access tools which enable them to reduce the likelihood that they see content from non-verified users and prevent non-verified users from interacting with their content. This will help stop anonymous trolls from contacting them. Following the publication of guidance by OnlyFans.com, Category 1 services, is that right? OnlyFans? The OFCom? Or is that something else? We'll also need to proactively offer adult users optional tools. Something else. Okay, something else. At this first opportunity to help them reduce the likelihood that they will encounter certain types of legal content, these categories of content are set out in the Act and include content that does not meet a criminal threshold but encourages, promotes, or provide instructions for suicide, self-harm, or eating disorders. These tools also apply to abusive or hate content, including where such content is racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, or misogynistic. The tools must be effective and easy to access. The Act already protects children from seeing this content. Okay. Go back to the Twitch guidelines. TikTok guidelines, not Twitch guidelines. TikTok guidelines. Is fighting to not be counted as Category 1. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Yes, it makes a lot of sense now. Your safety. So let's look at TikTok's your safety protocol. Damn, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of red. Okay, we committed to making TikTok a safe and positive experience for everyone, especially for people under 18. This is who we mean when we refer to youth or young people in these community guidelines to help keep the platform safer for the age group. We set age limits for certain features, like needing to be 16 plus for your videos to appear in the FYF or to use direct messages. Use more restrictive privacy settings by default for younger users. Limit content that may not be appropriate for people under 18 with content filters and other safeguards. Learn more about this kind of content in the age restricted section throughout these community guidelines. Age restriction and safety features. You need to be at least 13 years old to create a TikTok account. In some countries, the minimum age may be different. Based on local laws in the United States, there is a separate under 13 TikTok experience that includes extra protection like restricting interactive features that enable users to directly engage with others, such as commenting on content, messaging, sharing their videos, or maintaining an online profile. Okay. Like, this is not from TikTok. Okay. FYF, basically the For You page with content that age appropriate as assessed by Common Sense Networks, a dedicated privacy policy. If you create a new account in the US or are under 13, you will automatically enter into these experiences. We remove accounts when we believe the user is under the minimum age required to have one. If we believe someone isn't old enough for a feature with the minimum age requirement, we'll restrict their access to those features. See, this is more clear. This is more clear. This is not restricting adults. This makes it more clear. If your account was removed and you think it was a mistake, you can file an appeal. Anyone can report an account they believe belongs to someone who's too young to have an account, either in the app or online. We know that parents sometimes post content featuring their children. If you do so, it needs to be clear that the account belongs to an adult. The bio profile picture or username are good places to do this. Youth safety environment enforcement. We don't allow content that could harm young people physically, emotionally, or developmentally. If we become more aware of an account holder that committed a sexual offense against a young person, we will ban the account. See, this is more clear. This is more clear. As well as any other account belonging to this person, we report incidences of youth sexual abuse and exploitation to the National Center for Missing and Exploiting Children. We also report to relevant law enforcement authorities when there is specific, credible, and imminent threat to human life or serious physical harm. So there's the Teenage Safety Center and guidelines. So now we're getting to the good stuff. So violence and crime behavior. So violent and crime behavior. TikTok is about bringing people together and not promoting conflict. We don't allow threats, glorifying violence, or promoting crimes that could harm people, animals, or property. If there's a specific, credible, and imminent threat to human life or serious physical injury, we report it to the relevant law enforcement authorities. Okay, so it says not allowed. Threatening or expressing a desire to physical harm people, promoting or glorifying violence, such as calling for violent attacks or praising acts of violence, promoting death or the destruction of property, sharing instructions on how to commit crimes that may harm people, animals, or property. Allowed. Documentary or educational content that raises awareness about violent and criminal behavior. This is what I was like, Ari was like, what about the difference? Are we distinguishing the difference when we make our videos? Are we able to talk about this in an educational sense instead of saying like, oh, like, blah, blah, you know what I mean? Fiction or art, unless it's intended to promote real world violence, criticism of violent and criminal behavior. Criticism of violent and criminal behavior. That's valid. These are valid points. Hate speech and hateful behavior. TikTok is a place for diverse communities to connect, not for spreading hate. We don't allow hate speech, hateful behavior, or promotion of hateful ideologies that include content that attacks people based on protected attributes like race, religion, gender, or sexual orientation. Discussions about social and political issues are welcome, but they must be respectful. Content that includes, demeans, or furthers inclusion of protected groups may not be eligible for the FYF. The nuances that TikTok is saying isn't the same nuances written on that law. Wait, what? What do you mean? Got it. Thank you. All right, cool. It's more specific. Right. Because I'm like, the law that the UK is implementing is very vague. It's very like, it needs specifics on what's allowed and what's not. Because people will just run the gambit like they are on TikTok right now with misinformation. Because people are too lazy to read the shit. People too lazy to read the shit. I know I was. I was like, I saw it, it's like, I'll read it later. Now we're reading it later. We're taking accountability. We're reading it. We're going over it together. Hate speech and hateful behavior. So we're going to more specifics. TikTok is a place for diverse communities. So we basically have this like whole guideline. Hateful ideologies, systems of beliefs that exclude, oppress, or otherwise discriminate against individuals based on their protected attributes. Protected groups, individuals, and communities that share protected attributes, personal and characteristics that you are born with, or immutable, or would cause severe psychological harm if you were forced to change them or were attacked because of them. Includes cast? What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. It's like Sikhs, right? Caste and each of a Hario caste. The caste system. Okay. This includes caste, which is a big thing in India. Okay. Disability, ethnicity, gender identity, immigration status, natural origin, race, religion, serious disease, sex, sexual orientation, and tribe. Oh God. Okay. This is long. The attributes listed above are informed by international organization global human rights standards. We also provide age-related restrictions and may consider other protected attributes when we have additional content such as specific regional information provided to use by local non-government organizations in NGO. Not allowed. Encouraging violence, segregation, discrimination, or other harm towards people based on protected attributes, supporting or spreading hateful ideologies, including claims of supremacy over a protected group such as white supremacy, misogyny, anti-LGBTQ plus hate, anti-Semitism, or Islamic phobia. Hateful conspiracies. What? Okay. All right, TikTok. Okay. Okay, TikTok. Okay. Cool. Hateful conspiracies targeted a protected group such as the Great Replacement Theory or claims that Jewish people control the media. Okay, that's... Okay. Symbols and imagery associated with hateful movements, selling or marketing items like boots or clothing. Wait, what? Oh, selling or marketing items like boots or clothing that promotes hate speech or hateful ideology. Had to finish reading the damn sentence. I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean selling? Like, what? Why does selling? Okay, never mind. I got it. We hears. We are hears. Okay, got it. Give me a second. Let me go back. Denying or minimizing well-documented historical astral sites against protected groups such as the Holocaust or the genocide against the Tutsis in Rwanda. Dehumanizing people, including by comparing them to animals or objects, portraying protected groups as inherently dangerous, such as calling them criminals or terrorists. All right, TikTok. Blaming on entire groups for actions committed by one person within that group. Yeah, you can't. Nobody's a monolith. Like, no one's like that. Okay, I respect you, TikTok. I'm respecting you. I'm respecting this. Attributing illness, attributing illness or disease to a protected group, including deciding them as a contagious. Okay. Claiming that a protected group is physically or mentally inferior to others, which is happening right now. This is happening right now on TikTok, dealing with the whole Scott versus Black Scottish people and the Black Americans and Black Scottish people, because a lot of countries don't understand Americans' dialect and Black Americans' dialect, and they're misconstruing a lot of Black Americans' intellect, saying that we're dumb, that we're stupid, because we're stating that the fact, like, we didn't know that there were Scottish people, Black Scottish people. Like, we know. We just use the phrase we don't know because that's part of our lingo. Like, you get it. Like, I hope y'all understand that. Like, I don't know. Using hateful slurs associated with protected attributes. Dead naming or misgendering someone by referring to them with a name or gender they don't identify with. That is huge. Promoting conversion theory programs aimed at changing someone's sexual orientation or gender identity. In some regions, insulting religion or showing the discretion of religious symbols or sites. FYF. Why does people call it? Okay, you know what? Let me look this up because this is gonna drive me insane. This is gonna drive me insane. Because I'm so used to people saying like FYP. Oh, it's for you feed. It's people. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Why is language? Why do people like changing shit? Like FYP is like for you page, but it's like for you feed. FYF. It's a for you. My God. We need more readers. We need more readers in our society. Ineligible and age restrictions, stereotypes, generalizations, insinuations. What's up? What's up, Asta? Welcome in. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in.
Astellarin78 just subscribed with Prime.
Why can't I not hear my sound? I can't hear anything. As long as y'all heard it, that's all that matters to me, but I don't know anymore. Nothing seems to work today. Boo. What do you mean, boo? You trying to spook me? Stereotype, generalization, insinuations or statements that may demean or undermine the inclusion of protected groups or identities. Allowed. Members of targeted communities reclaiming slurs or stereotypes as non-degrading ways, for example, using a slur in a song or referring to themselves using the term, basically the N-word. Discussing public policies that impact protected groups as long as it does not include hateful attacks. Documentary or educational content that raises awareness about the hate. Restrictions are art, fiction or art related to promotes hate, criticism, and satire of hateful acts of ideologies. Hello. Okay, violent and hateful organizations and individuals. We want you to share what inspires you, but TikTok isn't a place for encouraging violence or hate. That's why we don't allow the presence of violence and hateful organizations or individuals on our platform, including violent extremism entities, violent criminal organizations, and violent political organizations, hateful organizations, individuals who cause mass or my brain. Serial violence. Thank you, brain. Thank you. No, the lady's not wanting to read this makes sense. Yeah, she did not want to read this. So I feel like it's my duty to encourage people to read it. So I will make a video at some point to encourage people to read this because it's not what people think. It does spread in misinformation a lot. And it confuses people because it for sure did confuse me. It's like, damn, I can't do certain things on them anymore. You know, like I can't speak about certain things. Youth and sexual physical abuse, child sexual abuse material, grooming, sextortion. What is this? What does this mean? Non-physical forms of coercion to extort sexual favors for the victim. Oh, sectorition. Wow, we're learning so much today. It's like I will continuously send you this until you pay me or like some weird shit, you know, like sexual solicitation, pedophilia, physical or psychological harm to young people. What's not allowed. Showing, promoting, engaging in youth sexual abuse or exploitation, including SCS AM. What is that? Okay. Basically, okay. Sexuals, okay, that's basically including any screenshots or clips from original material, romantic relations between an adult and a young person, including pedophilia or self-identify as an adult attracted to young people, grooming behavior. Okay. What is allowed? Survivors sharing their own stories as long as it doesn't show abuse, documentary or educational content that raises awareness about youth and sexual physical abuse, as long as it doesn't show the abuse, criticism of youth, sexual and physical abuse, as long as it does not show the abuse. I am not on TikTok, and I think that's really good for my mental health. You know what? That is self-care. That is good, and that's self-care. I think it is extortion, Maki, but sex. Yes. Pronounced like extortion, sextortion. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is a lot of reading. Obviously, I need to read more, so I'll take accountability on that one. Adult sexual abuse, which is, you know, non-sexual content, acts or images, base sexual abuse, sex, okay. Survivors sharing documented criticism. Okay, cool. Human trafficking and smuggling. This is self-explanatory. Should be your next TikTok video. Dude, this is a lot to do. This would be like a freaking three part video, 4 or 5 part video, because this is a lot. So this is all self-explanatory. Human trafficking and smuggling, like, this is just not allowed in general. Harassment and bullying. Let's look at this. Let's see what this requires as well, because this is such a big thing that can be very convoluted. You should make a funny one. How would I make it funny though? I don't know. I don't know how to make this shit funny. That's a good one. All right. You start reading, then bam, it just says like, fuck it, this is a lot. Fuck this. This is too much to read. Never mind. Just deal with the consequences. Oh my god. That's a good one. I can just clip this. I was like, bam. Skip to the end. It's like, okay, that's it. That's all you need to know. Harassment and bullying. We welcome respectful discussions and believe everyone should feel safe sharing their voices. We don't allow harassment or bullying, including when it's not in retaliation. Okay, so this part, let's look at this one. It says we don't allow harassment or bullying, including when it's done in retaliation. So when she was talking about the clap back type of thing, when you're trying to like stand up for yourself and be in defense of yourself, and what I've noticed, a lot of people don't know how to de-escalate. I think this is a part of, like, people don't know how to de-escalate. And what I mean by that is the fact that if someone's sending you a hateful speech or being disrespectful, you know, the best way to get back at them is just laugh. I've had people say some really rude things on my TikTok or whatever, and all I just do is just laugh at them. Because either they're trying to be smart, they're trying to be like witty or insulting, and I just laugh. I just like it and laugh because it's engagement. Honestly, engagement is engagement at the end of the day, but it depends on how much engagement you get on a certain thing and how hateful people can be. But you kill them with kindness. You go about it in kindness and de-escalation. And granted, some people want to do their get back and like be insulting and stuff, but this is by addressing this, if people want to stop being bullied, they can't participate in being the bully. But I don't know, because our political stance right now is quite interesting, because right now people are fighting fire with fire at this point in our political stance. So I don't know how that's conflicting. It's very conflicting, you know, because we have examples right now that doesn't even go by these guidelines either. If you want to sit here and like really dig deep into it, like look at our government, look at our presidency, look at our political leaders, and they're not even following this protocol. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So, but at the end of the day, they are their people and you're your own person, and it's about how you want to show up and also how you want to show up and be known within your community that you're creating online and the online presence. So like this here is very, it's a lot. Content that includes lower severity, degrading behavior may be included for the FYF. Degrading may be ineligible for the FYF. In some cases, so this is where she got, like, it won't be shown. Like, why would you want that on the FY, the For You feed? Why would you even want that on there? Like, of you, like, clapping back at someone for engagement? In some cases, you may remove this content when additional context is available, such as when it's targeted someone under 18 and could contribute to more serious harm. We recognize that public figures face greater attention, and some content about them may serve the public interest. As a result, we are allowed more critical commentary about public figures than private figures. However, we will remove content that is most harmful, such as doxing, sexual harassment, or any other violations of our policies, including violent threats, hate speech, or sexual exploitation. If you or someone you know is being bullied or harassed, support resources are available. You can also use our tools to restrict unwanted interactions with your content and account. So, okay, they just answered my question. They just answered my question, bro. This is why we read. Dude, I'm about to make so much content on this. Like, this is why we read. So they go through the whole breakdown, what doxing is, what sexual harassment is, public figures. So public figures, people 18 and older with a significant public role, such as a government official, politician, business leader, or celebrity. We don't identify people under 18 as public figures. Yeah, that makes sense. Private figures, all people under 18 and adults who aren't public figures. That is huge. This is a huge distinction. So I'm gonna read again. Public figures, people 18 and older with a significant public role, such as government officials, politicians, business leader, or celebrity. We don't identify people under 18 as public figures. Private figures, all people under 18 and adults who aren't public figures. Wait, so private figures. So adults who aren't public figures. So this Interesting. This is a loophole. This here is a loophole, and this is the part that gets questioned, because if you say all adults who aren't public figures, but private figures, all people under 18, and adults who aren't public figures. So people who don't have a significant following, or is a government leader or celebrity or business leader, should not be known as, they are only known as a public figure. So you're telling me that smaller creators are not public figures unless they prove that the fact that they're above 18? Like that part is a bit confusing. That part is a bit confusing, and I might have some people answer in the comments below. That's a bit confusing. Go figure. Making unwanted sexual comments or engaging in unwanted sexual behavior towards someone. This includes mimicking sexual acts using duet or stitches, or making remarks about someone's intimate body part. Okay, that's pretty much, that's valid. Allow criticizing an individual's content or actions, criticizing harassment or bullying behavior as long as it does not involve retaliatory harassment, sharing some type of critical comments or images about public figure as long as they don't constitute highly harmful forms of harassment or violent having dyslexia sucks. Violates other policies. Documentary. Okay, so basically the same stuff. Sensitive, mature things. Okay, this is the part where I'm concerned about because I can't show certain type of artwork on TikTok. Like, all the kinky stuff that we draw on here, I can't show on TikTok. Like, at all. Like, I've tried. They, like, literally shut my shit down. Like, the Peach Dami Mommy, they shut that shit down. Quick. Cannot share it on there. So TikTok becomes a range of content for family friendly to more mature because our community is global and we consider cultures and regional differences when handling content that may be sensitive. Body exposure and sexual behavior. TikTok is a place to celebrate who you are, your identity, your body, and your culture. It is also a space where you can learn and have conversations about topics like sexuality and reproductive health. At the exact same time, we must protect young people and respect diverse cultural norms. That's why we don't allow certain types of body exposure or sexual behaviors included. Nudity or sexual activity, sexual services, sexual suggestive acts, or significant body exposure, including youth. This includes, we don't remove content just because someone finds it sexual arousing. The creator's intent matters, which we infer by looking at content bios, hashtags, captions, and sounds. We also understand that what's considered suggestive varied by regions. Nudity being unclothed, basic nudity, significant body exposure being mostly unclothed or nearly nude. This includes implied nudity or wearing clothes that barely covers genitals or buttocks or nipples. Intimate kissing that suggests that starts of a sexual interaction. Sexualized framing. Sexual suggestive acts. Sexual explicit language. Sex products. Showing, not allowed. Penetrative sex. Non-penetrative sex. Oral sex. Physical sexual arousal. Simulation. Fetish or kink behavior such as BDSM or sexual. See, this is why my shit got. Okay. This is why my stuff wasn't allowed. This explains it. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. I broke the rules. I got it. Okay, cool. I'll take that one on the chin. Alright, cool. That explains it. So what is allowed? Body exposure in every social context, such as wearing a swimsuit at a pool, nudity of infants during childbirth. So wait a minute. So you... Wait a minute. Guys, are you seeing this shit? So you telling me... Wait, excuse me? Okay. This... I have a problem with this. Because if we're protecting children, right? If we're protecting children, and we know that there are very sick people out in the world, right? This shouldn't even be allowed. And I know a lot of people are going to sit here and push back. It's like, but you're just sexualizing children. If we're in the states of putting children first and like protecting children, this shouldn't even be allowed because one, they don't have a right to consent. Children, babies that are getting their stuff like shown to the world, they don't have the right to consent. They don't. So why are you sitting here posting and you're putting your child's safety at risk of like posting up? That's just putting your child at risk. Like, that's just my opinion, but that shouldn't even be. Implied nudity, partial buttocks or bare chests or breasts of infants and toddlers under 4. Bare breasts of men and bodies, including transgender and intersex people and non-binary people. Kissing in a non-intimate situation, such as kissing on the cheek or quick kisses on the lips. Documentary, educational material, fictional or artistic content that includes non-explicit adult sexualization behaviors or certain types of body exposure. Certain types of nudity and body exposure that are part of cultural behaviors and settings like breastfeeding and traditional dress festivals, carnivals. Interesting. Reproductive health and sex education content, including showing sexual health products like condoms or diaphragms for educational, informational purposes. Sexual language used in non-sexual contexts such as humor or stand-up comedy. Like, I don't know about that one. That's the part where I personally don't like that. That is just my prerogative, but I don't know. Shocking and graphic content, that's self-explanatory because nobody needs to sit here and see like bodies all over the place. I'm so tired. Like, I get that we need to be aware of what's happening in the other side of the world, but like on Threads and on Instagram, like nobody does a trigger warning thing, and like you just get a random video of somebody all the time. Children, adults, parents, like I'm so sick. I'm so sick of it. Blood in educational sense, animal abuse. So what is this animal abuse? This is the part that also like put like certain like weird red flags when she was talking about it in the video. TikTok is a place that respects animals and celebrities, celebrates the role they play in our lives across different roles. We don't allow animal abuse, cruelty, neglect, or any other form of animal exploitation. So this is poaching, wildlife hunting without clear legal permission, bestiality, sexual activity between. Oh yeah, that. Okay, I don't even want to read that one. Okay. So it says not allowed. Showing, promoting inhuman slaughter, mutilization, or abuse of animals, including staged animal fights. See, that's valid. Showing or promoting mistreatment or neglect of animals, such as malnourishment. Showing dismembered, mutilated, charred, burned, or severely injured animals. That is valid because nobody wants to see that depressing shit. Poaching, bestiality, which are already. FYF ineligible, showing graphic animal abuse or injury in a documentary, educational, scientific context. So this will make you ineligible. Showing physical animal abuse or injury in a documentary, educational, or scientific context. That makes sense because if you're sitting here putting this out there, don't expect this to be in your FYP. Like, nobody needs to see that. Like, seriously, nobody needs to see that. Unless you're seeking it out and searching for it, this makes sense. This definitely makes sense to me. Showing the death or dismemberment of an animal in a established cultural context such as religion, ritual. See, also, don't need to see this. Nobody needs to see that. Showing graphic animal injury or death that isn't a result of human action, such as animals preying on other animals. This should be for educational purpose and for those who consent to see this type of stuff. Showing the preparation of whole, dead, or uncooked animals. This includes skinning, cleaning, or dissecting the dead. Oh yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Like, unless I'm purposely looking up this type of stuff, I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. Food-related animal body parts, including items physical available to grocery stores, documentary or educational content. See, like, this has nothing to do. You can't do like videos with your pets. Like, she completely misconstrued that whole segment. that had nothing to do with like playing with your pets, and like that had nothing to do with it. She really just, you know what? She screwed the pooch. She screwed the pooch on that one. Integrity and authenticity, misinformation. Okay, see, this is here. She should be flagged for misinformation. She should be flagged for misinformation. Civic and election integrity. See that? There we go. Edit media anti-generated content. So this is dealing with AI. Are you guys still with me? Are y'all still with me? Are you guys hanging in there with me through this? I feel like I'm losing all. But I think this is self-explanatory. But so original content, intellectual property rights, content that violates someone else's copyrights, trademark, or other IP rights. Reuse original content posted with creative edits such as clips that show someone else's watermark or logo. Low quality or minimally edited content such as short clips made from GIFs only. See, this, I feel like with all the accounts that are like literally copying other people's stuff, I see why people be putting watermarks on their stuff, because now that's a legal suit. All right, I have a better understanding of how TikTok works, so now we can go back to some artwork. Now we can go back to our artwork. See, that was helpful. That was informative, helpful, with a better comprehensive understanding of what's going on, instead of feeling like the goalpost is moving consistently. We have a better understanding of the act, the UK Act, as well as the new TikTok guidelines as well. So there we have it. We are so happy, right? Wild times, man. Wild times. Wild times. Wild times. Wild times. Which also means if I ever want to share my artwork ever again, I have to be very mindful of what I share. And also what I draw and create. Especially what I draw and create. But there you have it. There you have it, folks. Where's my pen? All right, let's do this. Bum, 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 bum. Where was I? There we go. So I won't be able to post this at all on the Tiki Talks. Most likely post it on Reddit. Reddit would be the best bet. And possibly Blue Sky. Let's see. Can definitely post it on YouTube because I can put an age restriction on it. But I also think that until like TikTok figures out the way to put like allow yourself to put an age restriction on your content, I think that's the go-to, to be honest. The way that Twitch, YouTube, and I don't think Instagram has that, but having like age restrictions is key. Like where you can put, it's like, oh, this is for 18 and older, you know, 18 plus. This is adult content. Until they start adding that there on TikTok, then yeah. And a lot of people don't even know that the fact that with the whole YouTube asking for your creator, for your ID, if you're posting on YouTube, they will literally ask for your ID to give you access back to your account if you have a couple of strikes. They will ask for ID anyways. So and I think the whole asking for your ID is new. So it will be a new feature when you start creating an account for YouTube. So it's just a lot of misinformation that's being spread around now. I am happy that we've sort of gotten a lot further with the lighting at this point. We made it a little bit warmer. There's still a lot of work to be done in regards to everything, but we did have to take a moment to like really read the guidelines a little bit so we can understand, because if TikTok is getting hit, eventually it's going to end up happening with everywhere else too. So having a heads up and having a little bit more education and some reading time is helpful all around. But Jean, how you been though? How was your weekend? What you been up to? How's everybody's weekend been? My brush is acting weird. That is not what I wanted. There we go. Oof, my neck is hurting. I've been really sore lately from working out. The breeze today is really nice. It's really nice and cool breeze. I'm like, why am I trying to fuck with this too much when I still need to still color this stuff in? I think my brain is like, I'm over it. I'm like debating if like this is the right choice, the right move to do this. I think we are gonna raid out soon. My neck is hurting too much. I need to like stretch and eat the rest of my food. Don't think that's gonna work as I thought it would. Definitely got a lot further than we expected, but also we got some really good better understanding of what's TikTok is up to, you know, and also just the guidelines in general, what's happening across the world right now. So we're gonna stop it here. See who we can raid out to. We might raid, we might not. Well, Ryan's on. Let's actually raid out to Poch. Let's raid out to Poch. Let's see. Is anybody else on that we can raid out to? Oh wait, Shan Chan is on? Let's raid out to Podge. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 Pacific Standard Time. Slowly but surely we're getting through this. It's just a lot of detail. A shit ton of detail. But it's okay. Because that's what we do. So, yeah. So let's raid out. To Potch. Let's get the raid message going. And I'll see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. And make sure to read more today. Even if it's for 10 to 30 minutes. Read something. Read something educational. Something that you like. Something you enjoy. Just read something. Alright. Bye, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.